welcome to the Go Racing Tube Talk.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Well, I thought it deserved a name.
Yeah.
I'm happy for people to send in their suggestions.
Yeah, but better than sort of just the Go Racing video report, isn't it? Tube report.
Tube Talk.
Tube Talk. Do you think, should we see if someone's got a better name?
Yep,
You said?
absolutely. Yeah. So send in your suggestions.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Tube Talk.
Okay,
Tube.
so this week on Tube Talk,
There's an email.
we're going to start off, we had a great, and this is another thing I'm going to call it, a sandwich. A great Go Racing sandwich in the weekend.
Oh, we did have a sandwich.
Yeah.
I like that turn of phrase.
Yeah, we had wins either end of the weekend, and so we'll start off with Mia's Choice on Friday.
Yeah, so you talk about both those wins first.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Mia's Choice, we super win. She was dominant. Been plagued by bad draws, plagued by weak tracks and cancelled meetings, counties, and finally we got a start from barrier 8, jumped lead and just crucified them. The interesting thing was that she won. We thought she'd start favourite, but Stephen had another horse in the race, and because the stable jockey, Danielle Johnson, was on it, the TAB made that horse favourite.
Oh well.
Yeah, but no, very, very dominant.
Yeah.
And big plans for her. She'll have one more run in the Group 3 Eulogy Stakes at Awapuni on the 30th of December. But in a Riley filly out of Zabeel Mare, she will go over a lot more ground. Very promising, exciting stuff.
Great. So we'll go to the other one of the weekend, which was Dixie Express on Sunday.
Yeah, back to normal services resumed, I think, like after the last couple of weeks, which weren't quite to plan, 2 wins. Dixie Express, again, very dominant. You know, she first run, she sort of got back to last. Second run, she was just a bit weary of other horses. And professionalism just improved so much. Wide draw, jumped, got outside the leader, kicked away. Every horse in that field had the opportunity to run past it, and there were 2 highly spruiked horses there, and she was dominant. Really exciting filly. She may run in the Wellington Stakes on the 28th of November, or we may give her just a 1400 and then go to the Eulogy Stakes as well. So group aspirations for her. Did you know she's a half sister to Down the Rotary and Second in the Derby? So she should get no distance. 2 good fillies.
Great. And now the meat and the sandwich.
Oh, well, you're coming up with a lot of things this week.
Yeah.
What's the meat in the sandwich?
Let's talk about Charlestown.
Charlestown, yeah, excellent run. He ran in the Premier 75-1100, drew the outside barrier at Riccarton, $30,000 race, and very good ride from Kelly Myers. Got on cover, got out, stormed home. The race was a little bit too short for him, and he was a touch underdone. Should set him up well for this week, but really good run. Yeah, exciting. We yelled and screamed, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you enjoy your time down it?
We should just add that we had a great day at Riccarton, and the Cantabrian hospitality was superb.
Yeah, it was. What was your highlight?
Oh, just being there with all those fabulous owners.
Yeah, highlight off the track was the lunch.
Yeah.
That roast beef was fantastic.
The food was good.
Yeah, and as you know, I do like my food. And the highlight on the track though, probably next horse.
Next horse, Prince Mambo.
Yeah, 3rd in the Group 1 2000 Guineas. His 2nd Group 1 placing. A little bit unlucky. I don't know whether he would have beaten the winner, but he should certainly have run 2nd and been a lot closer. He stumbled at the start. Jonathan Riddell nearly fell off. He got a bad check, and instead of settling 4th where we wanted, he had to settle last. He had to travel 3 wide in the running. Made a big run. Came strongly for 3rd. Should have been 2nd. We'll get a Derby trip. He'll have a spell now, and we'll come back to the Derby. And if they put a Derby market out now, he'd probably be, I don't know, probably a $10 2nd or 3rd favourite, I'd say. Gee, he's a good horse. Didn't he look good?
Yep, looked fantastic.
Sticker did a great job. He was spot on the day.
Yeah, absolutely. And some good trials on Tuesday too.
Yeah, trials. 5 on Tuesday. Rude Awakening 1. In a really fast time, so she goes to the Counties Bowl on the 22nd of November. It's 2 trial runs in a row for her. I think we've pulled the right rein with her, not running when the track was wet and waiting. Lucky Country back, looked super, ran second. She was fat in condition, but man, she could have destroyed them and was beaten ahead. Really strong field, Mosse, wasn't it? Seized the moment, ran third. He's been off the track for a year, just couldn't get any room in the straight, but he's come back well. He'll run on the 26th at Tiara. Been off the track for a year. He may need a run, but he will be winning very quickly. He may need this first run, but after that, I think he'll be winning very quickly. Sexabelle, much better run for fourth, but he'll go to the paddock now. And a very exciting 2-year-old.
You are excited about that one, aren't you?
Yeah, rude not to.
Yeah.
Bernardini filly. Only had 2 gallops, and we thought if she bet one home, she'd do well because she had absolutely no experience, and she blitzed them. She's very exciting.
Yeah.
Karaka Million horse.
Right. And this weekend we've got 4 runners, and we're back down to Riccarton.
Yes, we
with
are.
What a Star debuting.
Iconic race day, they call it now. $40,000 minimum stakes. What a Star debut. We don't often do this, do we? Debut a horse in a listed race. But she's debuting in a listed race and deserves her place. $50,000. Barrier 2, Kylie Williams on board. She trialled well last week. Very tough opposition, horses that have won races, horses that have race experience. You couldn't go into the race with confidence, but on ability, she can certainly let herself known. She can run out a very strong race. If she runs in the first 3, she becomes a valuable horse. She's black type. And if she runs in the first 2, she qualifies for the Karaka Million. So, probably deserves to be at $14, but don't be surprised to see her run well.
Good. And Mount Difficulty, a wide draw.
Yeah, he went really well his first 2 starts up, and last weekend we were quite confident. And he just battled. He did. Jonathan Riddell rode him, who's a very good rider, but he's one of those jockeys, he's a very strong jockey, and he's one of those horses you've got to kid to him a bit, just leave him alone. And he got bumped around a couple of times, got off his leg, and you know, when you get to his age, 7, you sort of get a couple of bumps, you sort of go, oh, not today. So, this weekend, 1400 metres, drawn barrier 17. But Robbie Hannam's on him, and we've put Robbie on because he's won on him before, and he does kid to him a bit. He looks fantastic, his work's been great. He'll now be out to about 30 to 1, and if he gets clear running in the straight and the track's good, he can run far better than his odds suggest.
And Charlestown, backing up.
What do we think about him?
Right. God, he looked magnificent, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, eh?
And he's gotten a good draw.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a belly on him last week, he'll tighten up. He is probably our best chance for the weekend, the way things have panned out. And he's probably the only horse of ours that'll start in the first 3 favourites over the weekend too. Like, it's a weekend where there's not going to be a lot of money on a horse, I don't think. Barrier 7, he'll come into 4, I think, with the reserves out. Kelly Myers just gets on with him so well. If he jumps well, he'll sit just behind the speed and will be an excellent chance of picking up the stake. Great. Man, he's a really consistent horse, tough bugger. Yeah.
And in Tauranga, we've got Passing Shot.
Yeah, our only other runner on Saturday. Passing Shot, as we know, Waipa. They went crazy in front and he stopped. But he's very well, his work's been excellent. 3-odd 1400, he's drawn well, barrier 3. Would like to get a trail on if we can. Jonathan Riddell, jockey at the moment for us, is on. Big concern, he carries 59 kilos. Most of the other horses are carrying 54. He's got to give away 5 kilos. That says he can't win. That says with giving away 5 kilos to a good horse, he can't win. So if he does win, it's a massive effort. I'd like to see him trail and run well, and that'll put him on target for a set weight race back at level weights, either at Ellerslie with 50,000, a listed race on the 28th, or the Wellington Stakes on the 29th at Otaki. Very, very good horse, badly off the weights, but can run well.
And should we talk just really quickly about Pinzano?
Yeah, so she was in 2 on Saturday to resume. She got an awkward draw 9, and when the nominations came out, it looked like she was going to be on the ballot, so we couldn't get a jockey because they won't commit. Jockeys won't commit unless you're in the field. So then she got barrier 9, and we couldn't really get a suitable jockey. She's ready to go a good race fresh up, but we just felt if it could be a waste, she could jump well, be 3-4 wide the whole way, and then fade the last 100 metres, and without a suitable jockey on, so we just felt it's better to wait for her because we don't want to waste her fresh up run. So we'll wait on her, and there's a race for her in a couple of weeks' time. Yeah.
So just be patient with that one.
Yeah, just be patient. And next week, the Ready to Run sales are on. So I'll be going out to the Ready to Run sales with the trainers, with Matt. Should we fly Matt back up to Auckland? Let him back into the Republic of the North Island. And so we might actually do a report next week. We might be able to get a couple of people on. Maybe we should try and get Lisa Latter on.
On Tube Talk.
On Tube Talk. So yeah, let's try and do that. Have a bit of trainer chat next week. Yeah.
Will you film out at Karaka, you reckon?
Great idea.
Yeah.
Should we do that? We'll film at Karaka.
Yeah.
And we'll get Latter on Tube Talk, or maybe we've had Stephen.
Yeah.
Yeah. No
Great.
problem.
Well, watch this space.
Thank you very much, Melissa.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week.